Hello, my name is Ali Yousefi. Welcome to the Test Automation and EasyRepro series. We'll cover an overview of application insights, an overview and setting up of the telemetry client, usage of EasyRepro in application insights. We'll perform a demo, and we'll leave with some references. So Application Insights is an extensible APM service that can be used to monitor any application you have, be it a web app, a console app, web service, IIS, Azure Function, Logic app, etc. It can be implemented on .NET Framework, .NET Core, JavaScript, PHP, anything that you could think of, you can implement it, right? How it works is that it essentially has a instrumentation key that is a GUID, that's the connection string. You have a endpoint and you provide that connection string, and from there you can send messages to it. Application Insights includes an SDK, and inside of this SDK is an object called the telemetry client. The telemetry client is key to sending messages to Application Insights. As you can see here in the screenshot, it has many different methods, including track availability, dependencies, custom events, exceptions, metrics, page views, requests, and traces. It's key to point out that early on you should determine what table you want to push specific messages to, because that's key to delivering quality and impactful insights. This will also help later when we decide to implement Azure Monitor alerts. To set up the Applications Insights telemetry client in EasyRepro, first ensure we have the Microsoft.Application Insights NuGet package installed, as shown here on this image. Next, you'll navigate to the app.settings file and add the instrumentation key to the Azure key. The instrumentation key, again, is the Application Insights instrumentation key that's located on the overview page. Finally, you'll set up the telemetry client and give it the key. Once complete, you're ready to send messages to Application Insights. This telemetry client can be added for a single unit test, or it can be added to the class initialize constructor to allow all unit tests to be able to use it within that unit test class. Each one of the EasyRepro commands is a browser command result. You can see there's a collection here in this image showing the xrmapp.command results. We can loop through each one and add those to Application Insights. This allows us to capture things such as the start and end times, calculated timings such as execution, think, and transition times. Finally, to expand messages for Application Insights, think about adding additional contextual data or details about each unit test run, such as who is the unit tester, where it's running, information about the organization. Think about adding to the property and metrics bag. These are dictionary bags that can be added to as much as you would like, and you can parse that JSON to add additional insight into your Application Insights message. Finally, each table in Application Insights has columns that are specific to that table that can be leveraged to house additional data points. For this demo of monitoring EasyRepro, we will demonstrate the following. Locate a sample unit test using Application Insights, review the telemetry client, and review an entry in Application Insights. Welcome to this demo of monitoring EasyRepro. For this demo, we are going to show the following. Locate a sample unit test that uses Application Insights. We will review the telemetry client. Finally, we will review an entry in Application Insights. To begin, let's locate a sample unit test. We'll go to Solution Explorer here. As you see, we have the Microsoft.Dynamics365.UI automation.sample unit test project. We'll expand that, and we will navigate to the Shared API folder in the Azure Insights folder, the Open Lead. As you see, as we've covered in the past, we have the browser command results here and so on. What's key for this one is the actual Application Insights.telemetry client, where it's being created and how it's using the Azure key, which is in the app.config file. This is a GUID that provides the location for, or the connection string for application insights to send the messages to. You'll see here where you're using telemetry to track an event, and we're flushing, right? So flush will push all the events here. These will kind of get queued up, and then flush will actually let us to do that. So we don't, kind of keep this running too long here. So if we go look at track event, you can see the different messages we can send, including track availability, track dependency, track custom event, track exception, track metric, page view, request, and trace. Okay. In this case, we are using the track custom event here. We're providing it a event name, a property bag, and a metric bag. Here's an example of a unit test I've created that will create a correlation ID here. In this case, I'm going to write to the trace table in Application Insights. I'm going to say that I'm beginning a unit test here and adding the correlation ID to each one of my traces. You see, I'm doing a debug, and I'm also writing trace to Application Insights here. So for every one of my commands, such as login, open app, open sub area here, they're all using the same correlation ID. And again, I'm passing in the command results, and I've added the correlation ID to the property bag here for this. So this would tell me that I could, look for a particular unit test run in both the custom events table and the trace table. All right, so now we've navigated over to Application Insights. You can see we have these multiple tables here that correlate to the telemetry client we saw earlier, such as traces, custom events, page views, requests, dependencies, and so on. You can see if I expand, I have the various types here, the properties here, such as timestamp, message, severity level, and so on. So what I've done now is I've actually run a query inside of this box here called for traces. And you can see that I have my begin UCI test open active account with my correlation ID here. And here's my user ID and client type and when I ran it and so on here. You can see. And then all my different commands, the login, the open app, the open sub area, all with the same ID. For custom events. So see some samples I have here. As you see for the performance center markers here, I can go look and I can go look at the, say, custom dimensions, custom measurements, and do all sorts of stuff here. This language is called the Custo Query Language, or KQL. You can find many references online of how to use this, but this is essentially the table name. This is a bar, a pipe that allows us to add in conditions such as where clauses. We can do joins. We can select similar to what you would do in SQL. So just get familiar with Application Insights and how you can query there. That covers the end of this demo. Thank you. Finally, we'll leave with some references, including the EasyRepro GitHub repository, Application Insights overview, and the blog post, Test Automation in EasyRepro, Monitoring in Insights with EasyRepro. Thank you for watching this edition of the Test Automation in EasyRepro series. You can find my contact information in the slide here, as well as in the description below. Thanks.